Right now at noon, high-speed internet makes its way to areas of northeastern Oklahoma.
Yes, sir.
And we are live at the 7th Street Walmart in Joplin for the Red Kettle Challenge. We're going to have more on that. Plus, it's cold and windy out here as well. We'll look at your forecast coming up.
Plus, President-elect Donald Trump may be closer to pulling the plug on his embattled Secretary of Defense nominee. But who could be next in line? We'll take a look.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Well, this is KOAM News at noon. I'm Elise Noe. Today, KOAM is taking part in a little friendly competition with KSN and KOD for the Red Kettlebell Ringing Challenge for the Salvation Army. Now we're going to head straight to Joplin, where Chris Warner is live at the Bell Ringing Challenge with a few familiar faces and...
Yeah, we are live here at the 7th Street Walmart in Joplin on West 7th at the Super Center. We've got Christina Valdez, we've got Dow Quick, we've got Lindsay Gaffney, and we've got Gabe Hansen all here. And Vance, he's also here, all ringing bells, and we're competing with those guys right down there. You see? That's KSN, KODE. We're the cool side, right in front of the grocery doors here, so make sure you come by and donate to the Salvation Army. And as we said this morning, regardless of who wins today, the community wins in the end with this. We're going to have more on this in just a moment, but first, let's take a look outside from the MoDOT camera at 20th and Range Line in Joplin. And you can see skies are clear, but it is a bit on the cold side out here. We're going to have to just kind of contend with that for a little while longer. Additionally, our camera downtown Pittsburgh looking great as well. Clear skies, but temperatures cold. Started yesterday at 42, made it up to 59, so not too far from normal, but today, far from normal. 30 in Joplin, 28 in Pittsburgh. We've got mid-upper 20s and low 30s, right on track for what we were looking for out here in terms of those temperatures. Clear skies tonight. The winds will calm down by late evening, and temperatures falling back through the 20s and eventually into the teens. That will warm up again because Mother Nature can't make up her mind. We're going to have a complete look at your forecast and a lot more from this exciting bell ringing challenge here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, you guys have fun out there. Thanks, Chris. Well, high-speed internet will be coming to some northeastern Oklahoma counties. Yesterday, broadband expansion projects were officially launched with Bolt fiber optics. Now, this will improve access to internet in Ottawa, Delaware, Mays, and Craig County. The launch is meant to lay the foundation for growth in remote work, telehealth, business, and academics.
If you're not connected, you're not in the game. Fiber is the gold standard, and Bolt is a major player for Northeast Oklahoma, and we're very blessed and fortunate to be partnering with them.
The projects are funded through more than $22 million in federal grants, and $5.6 million in matching funds from Bolt. A nonprofit organization in Joplin wants to help people overcome a sometimes crucial obstacle to a better life. Volunteers from the Joplin Interfaith Coalition meet every Wednesday to help residents get a photo ID as part of the Joplin Photo ID project. Now, in the state of Missouri, a photo ID can be the gateway to anything from voting to purchasing certain items. Volunteers behind the project say the service can be for anyone in need of a photo ID.
Even those of us who have stable housing, have issues where all of our documents get gone. Tornadoes, fires, we'll all do that.
If you're in need of a photo ID, the project meets every Wednesday at the Salvation Army building on 320 East 8th Street in Joplin. President-elect Donald Trump has appointed former Missouri Congressman as commissioner of the IRS. Billy Long served as the U.S. representative for Missouri's 7th Congressional District from 2011 to 2023. Long met his term limit in 2023 and failed to win the Republican nomination for Missouri Senator. Trump made the announcement on Truth Social. Now, Danny Werfel is the current commissioner of the Internal Revenue Service, and Werfel's term does not expire until 2027. Well, President-elect Trump's pick to lead the Pentagon is not giving up the fight to save his nomination. While the two entrepreneurs tasked with slashing the size of the government are meeting with Republican lawmakers today. Erica Brown has more details from Capitol Hill.
Pete Hegseth is back on Capitol Hill, working to save his bid to be President-elect Donald Trump's Secretary of Defense.
How have the meetings been going?
Great. He has been accused of alcohol abuse, sexual misconduct, and mismanaging money when he ran a nonprofit. Hegseth denies any wrongdoing and has been telling senators he will stop drinking if that's what it takes to win confirmation.
The allegation was made about him being intoxicated several times, and so the questions that every member will be asking him led to his statement.
And he categorically said he would stop drinking altogether if he becomes Secretary of Defense.
Trump has put together a short list of candidates to replace Hegseth if needed. They include his former political rival, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, and Iowa Senator Joni Ernst, who served in the National Guard for 20 years.
Any chance you're up for consideration as Defense Secretary, Senator?
Mr. Hegseth is the nominee.
Hegseth has said he is opposed to women in combat roles in the military, and Ernst said she had a frank conversation with him on Wednesday. Trump also dispatched Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, the heads of his Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, to Capitol Hill today to talk with lawmakers about slashing the size of the government.
We're just talking about the art of the possible, kind of the metes and bounds of things that we can do quickly, things that will take a longer time.
Florida Congressman Jared Moskowitz became the first Democrat to join the DOGE caucus.
Democrats should embrace government efficiency. That doesn't mean that we're going to start cutting services, but I think it can be more efficient.
Musk and Ramaswamy have vowed massive cuts to the government workforce, including eliminating entire agencies. Erica Brown, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Up next, we're live at the 7th Street Walmart in Joplin for the Red Kettlebell Ringing Challenge. And later, we're making Mrs. Claus's holiday cookie cups in the Mr. Fu test kitchen.
Welcome back to the KOAM News at Noon. We're live at the West 7th Street Walmart for the Salvation Army Bell Ringing Challenge between us and KSN and KODE. And right now we are joined by Captain Deb Middendorf. Welcome so much. I'm glad to see you. So tell us a little bit about what we're doing out here today for folks who maybe don't know.
Yeah, we're having a ring off with our media crews by both doors of 7th Street Walmart to raise money for our kettle campaign this year. Everything donated stays right in the community of Jasper and Newton counties.
And so what inspired you to get the TV stations all together to do this kind of a challenge?
I just love a healthy competition.
And you're talking about how the money raised stays here in the area. What does that money help do, especially around the holidays?
We have rental and utility assistance. We also serve breakfast and lunch feeding program Monday through Saturday, as well as food for our Christmas boxes with the Angel Tree families.
All right, so a lot of great causes. Do you have any idea how many people you help every year?
Well, we have 1,066 kids signed up for our Angel Tree program, so we need help with purchasing those gifts. You can find the tags here at all the Walmarts and the Casey's and all over our community.
Perfect. Well, Deb, thank you so much for joining us. And as she mentioned, of course, we're here. We're going to be here until 7:30 tonight with both stations on each end. Of course, the cool end is right down here. Now, here's the thing. You heard how many kids she said that they have just for the Angel Tree program. I can't give you many more reasons to come out and help this great cause. The kettles are right back here. We've got our crew right now. We've got Dow Quick, Shannon Becker's back here, meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney, and even Anthony Saviello decided to show up today. And this is just a crew for now. So, guys, what is it like to have a competition like this? Now, you've been doing this a while. Have you ever had any kind of face-off against the other stations?
Of different sorts. You know, they are our friends, but they are also our competitors. It all goes to a good cause. But if you're going to give anyway,
well,
I'm on this side, right?
Right. This is the cool side. So you got to make sure you come down here. You're giving back to the community. And Dad said the same thing. You know, it doesn't matter which side wins. I mean, yeah, of course, it kind of matters. But in reality, the community wins in the end, and that's the most important part. So come on out here through 7:30, make a donation. You can also do it with Tap to Pay with a credit card of amounts of $5, $10, and $20. So simple. That way, hey, it's the 21st century, and the Salvation Army's right there with you. We're going to have another complete look at your forecast in just a moment, but first, Mr. Food.
grab yourself a big glass of milk, because if you love Christmas cookies, you're not going to want to miss this.
And of course, who doesn't love a good roller coaster ride? That's what we've been going on for almost 5 weeks. It's cold now. It'll be warmer into the weekend. A look at your forecast when we come back. Welcome back to the KOAM News at noon. Again, we're at the West 7th Walmart. We've got Dow Quick and Lindsay Gaffney and Anthony Saviello and Shannon Becker all out here for the Salvation Army's Red Kettle campaign. It's a competition between us and those guys way down there. That's KSN and KOD, and you guys know how awesome we are. So stop by, donate, and remember, no matter which side wins in the end, the community's winning. One thing that we're not doing too well in is it's really cold out here. Let's start with a quick look outside from downtown Pittsburgh and our camera there. Now, the skies are clear, and we're looking pretty good so far. The problem is it's a wee bit on the cold side out there right now. In fact, it will stay cold through the rest of this afternoon, unfortunately. Temperature's not moving much, hanging out into the low 30s as we go through the afternoon, and we'll still have these gusty winds. Now, the good news is the winds will ease up overnight and become calm, but that's also great because look at those temperatures tonight, dropping down into mid to upper teens. So if we had these kinds of winds overnight, we're talking wind chills close to 0. Thankfully, that's not going to be the case. Now, tomorrow, late morning into the afternoon, winds are going to shift out of the southwest, and you can see already the impact that has by noon. Upper 30s and low 40s, and we are headed for the mid 40s for our Friday. And we go into Friday night. It's still going to be cold, but not as cold as it will be tonight as we go back into the low 30s. Saturday, southwest winds continue. In fact, they may even get a little bit on the gusty side. And take a look at noon on Saturday. 50 degrees for many of our locations out there, ahead of highs going into the mid-50s, which means a slightly milder overnight Saturday into Sunday. And take a look, 6 a.m. Sunday, we're starting in the low 40s. We're not even in the low 40s right now, and that's where we're going to be 6 a.m. Sunday on this roller coaster ride. So again, today, low 30s, north breeze gusting to 25 is going to keep our wind chills into the 20s out there, so it is going to be a bit on the cold side. Tonight, back into the mid to upper teens, but thankfully calm winds and clear skies. Clear skies continue into our Friday, and will be a little warmer. Back into the mid-40s, and over the next 10 days, take a look at this roller coaster ride, guys. We're going back mid, even upper 50s by Sunday and Monday. Rain chances Sunday to Tuesday, but look at Monday. Here it comes again. A nearly 30-degree drop from Monday's highs to Monday's lows. We're going to be chilly Tuesday, Wednesday, and maybe even into Thursday. And then we've got additional shower chances by next weekend out there, where we're going to have that opportunity to warm up once again as this roller coaster ride continues. It's been almost 5 straight weeks of up and down temperatures across the area. So here we are. We again are live at the West 7th Street Walmart here in Joplin. This is a really big deal, and that's why we're just so excited to take part in this challenge. We're up against KSN and KODE. Now, in reality, we're friends most of the time, but we're also competitors, and this time we are big competitors as we're trying to raise more money in our Red Kettle. Right now until 2, myself, Dow, Lindsay Gaffney, and Anthony Saviello are all going to be here until 2 o'clock, and then we'll have more of our folks coming in to take over, and we'll be here through 7:30 tonight. We've got kettles here, and of course KSN, KOD down at the other door. And remember, no matter which side of us wins, the people in our community win. So make sure you come on out here and see us. And again, we're live, West 7th Street Walmart here in Joplin. Elise, we're going to send it back to you.
All right, great crew over there. Thanks, Chris. Well, Santa Claus made a stop by the NICU at Freeman Hospital in Joplin. Babies and their families got the chance to have their picture taken with Santa. Many families will unfortunately be spending time in the hospital during the holidays. However, a visit from St. Nicholas could help to bring a little Christmas joy in a tough time. Well, stick around. We're making Mrs. Claus's holiday cookie cups in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. We'll be right back. Well, today's Mr. Food recipe comes just in time for the holiday season. Howard's making Mrs. Claus holiday cookie cups in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
We're combining 2 of Mrs. Claus's holiday favorites, gingerbread and eggnog, into one incredible cookie cup. We start by preparing a package of gingerbread cookie and cake mix according to the package directions and rolling them into balls. Then we place each ball in a muffin cup and press them down gently before baking them. As soon as they come out of the oven, using a shot glass or the handle of a wooden spoon, we create a well in the center of each one before popping them back into the oven. After they finish baking, we press the center down again and let them cool while we whip up a fluffy eggnog cream to fill them with. Not only are these super tasty, they're also so much fun. As a matter of fact, rumor has it that Mrs. Claus makes these for Santa and all the elves right before they head out on Christmas Eve. To get the recipe for what we call Mrs. Claus's Holiday Cookie Cups, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a ho-ho-ho kind of way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
We can find this recipe along with a lot more good food from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen online. Just go to our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. Now, here's a look at the 4-state market prices.
All right, we are live at the West 7th Street Walmart for the Salvation Army Red Kettle campaign. We have folks already donating. We've been here since 10. We will have different crews on duty through 7:30 tonight. Make sure you come out and see us here. And of course, it's going to be cold. We're talking low 30s today, a little warmer tomorrow, back into the 50s this weekend. Then we're down to the 40s by next week. Then by the end of next week, it warms back up again into the 50s. So just hang on tight. The roller coaster ride's not quite over as of yet. So again, we'll be here till 7:30. We've got Dow, we've got Lindsay Gaffney here. Dow has a little bit of what's coming up tonight at 5.
Bell ringing is coming up at 5.
All right. And Elise, I know you've got more of what's coming up tonight at 5.
Yes, absolutely. You guys have so much fun out there. Of course, we will be out there until 7:30 today ringing bells. I will be out there from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. So make sure you head out and say hi. And here's a look at what's going up tonight at 5. Now, the first week of December is National Hand Washing Awareness Week. It's a time to remind people how good hand hygiene can prevent the spread of many illnesses, especially this time of year. Plus, after a 2-year hiatus, Joplin Sunshine Lamp Trolley is set to make a comeback in 2025. And holiday happenings at Missouri Southern, how this annual holiday event brings the community together. You can join us for those stories and a whole lot more tonight on KOAM News at 5. And that's the news for now. Thank you for joining us on KOAM News at noon. Have a great rest of your day.